The NFL Combine is here. It is time for us to whip out our mock drafts, our early mock drafts. This is fluid. I think it's going to be several this season, this off season. Uh, See those mock draft coming up, rounds 1 through 5. Let's get it. You are now with Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I am C Dub, holding it down on another mock draft, the early mock draft. The combine is started. Uh, Everybody is just ready to get a look at some of these prospects and hope that some of these guys can be key pillars in their respective franchises. But we only worried about the Chicago Bears, y'all. You know what the needs are. Defensive line. We got some linebackers out there looking for their own trades. Maybe the safeties won't, you know. Maybe we can't keep Jaquan Brisker. Maybe Kevin Bayard, we hope he stays, but who knows what's going on? Cornerback position. Do we need a cornerback? We got a lot of positions to fill, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Let's start at number 1. And also, before I go through this mock draft, I would like to say that normally I will put a trade at the start because I do believe to take that next jump, we would have to go ahead and trade for a guy that can rush the quarterback. No, but for the strength of this mock draft, I will be drafting college players instead of making a trade in this. That will come later, maybe even after the damn trade happens. We'll see what happens with that. But at number 1, the Chicago Bears pick by help of C Dub, Kayden McDonald from the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yes. I know you guys are cheering. Yes. And I know you have some questions like, what about the edge, C-Dub? Well, the way the Bears are lined up, they lined up all the way at the bottom of the first round. All the way at the bottom of the first round at 25. So at 25, I would think, using my logic, you're going to pick the best defensive lineman. Not to add to the fact that he is just a terror on the defensive line. He is, oh man, he is a brick, an athletic brick. 326 pounds. He's going to affect every single play he's out there on the field. It's hard to miss him. He's going to flash on your screen, and this little ball of energy is going to be a destruction for the Chicago Bears next season. Not to mention that we got 1 year left on my guy Javon Dexter's senior's contract, and Grady Jarrett is turning 33 in April. So with him being the best defensive lineman available at the 25th pick, the Bears and C-Dub will pick Kayden McDonald from the Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh, man, that's dope. Now, let's go on to the second round with the 57th pick. And I looked at this pick like, man, if we lose this guy at the safety position, it's really going to hurt me emotionally. I know how good this guy can be. I think that last game against the LA Rams, that was the Jaquan Brisker that 2 years ago. But with him being injured a lot in previous seasons, I can see the Bears trying to move forward or I hope and pray that they'll bring him right back. But with them trying to move forward without Jaquan Brisker, I'm going to have to take A.J. Harley from LSU. This 6-foot safety was a ball hawk all season for the LSU Tigers. 10 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles in his career, and he liked to get downhill and tackle, and he tackles pretty accurately. You don't see him missing a lot of tackles. That's what that safety was supposed to be, your last line of defense, and he performs to that definition all the way through. A.J. Harley in the second round at pick 57 for the Chicago Bears, just in case, bro. Just in case. In the third round, the Chicago Bears. Now, I cannot ignore the edge for long. So in the third round, 89th pick, the Chicago Bears select Malachi Lawrence from VCF. This guy, with his combination of versatility and violence, this 6'4", 260-pound monster can be available to us, the Chicago Bears, and get out there and make an impact for this team. In the third round, I don't think you get much better than Malachi Lawrence. All type of games he didn't just busted wide open, bro. He just destroys games. He's Thanos. When he gets home to the quarterback, he's trying to do the extra. I mean, he's trying to get turnovers, forced fumbles. This kid in the third round would be an absolute steal for the Chicago Bears. Malachi Lawrence. And at number 4, I'm going to go with Bud Clark from TCU at cornerback. Yeah. You don't know what's going on with Stevenson, right? He probably finna go somewhere and get paid. You got a couple guys coming back from injury, and Frazier and Smith. Why, are you really sure? You're not really sure, are you? This guy, Bud Clark, is the real deal. 15 interceptions in his career. The guy is an absolute monster. Bud Clark to come and solidify the cornerback position for the Chicago Bears, along with Jalen Johnson, who's going to come next year and have a comeback season. A year off season of rehab and getting his body together. Jalen Johnson should be a new guy starting next season. That's what I'm expecting. Bud Clark, TCU, in the fourth round with the 129th pick. And in the fifth round, the Chicago Bears select Dennis-Sutton from Penn State. A sneaky one, bro. It's sneaky. I'm telling y'all. This gonna be like one of those Kyle Manungai picks. I'm telling you. Penn State, 8.5 sacks per game the last 2 seasons. That means he's getting to the quarterback. That means I want him in training camp, competing for a spot, pushing these guys, these incumbent guys that think they can just sit pretty and already have their spot. I want this kid. He is the guy. Dennis-Sutton. He's one of those guys that can shake the room up. Everybody be all comfortable in their body. Then a guy come in here like Dennis-Sutton, come in hard working, hungry, and shake up the room like my guy Cal Mananga did last season. So in the 5th round, with the 163rd pick, the Chicago Bears select Dani Dennis-Sutton. So let's recap. At number 1 in the 1st round, the 25th pick, the Bears select Kayden McDonald from the Ohio State Buckeyes. In the 2nd round, the Chicago Bears select A.J. Hawley, safety out of LSU. Kayden McDonald is the defensive tackle. In the 3rd round, the Chicago Bears select Malachi Lawrence from VCF. And in the 4th round, the Chicago Bears select Bud Clark from TCU. And in the 5th round, the Chicago Bears select Dani Dennis-Sutton from Penn State. Edge. Tell me what y'all think about my first 5 rounds of the mock draft. I'll be in the comments listening to feedback, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. For sure.